All right, guys. Now hear me out.
What's up?
Who do you have the best chance surviving against? Freddy, Jason, or Michael Myers?
Freddy who? Freddy Krueger?
No,
Yeah, Freddy Krueger.
Freddie from
Mercury?
iCarly.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. iCarly, that's a good one too.
Actually, though.
Hey man, he was all over. What's her name? Carly.
I feel like he was all over. What's her name too?
Sam.
Yeah, right. Like,
I
didn't
think
they,
that
like,
happened
they
later
hated each
on,
other.
but they didn't like.
yeah, but I think they like dated and like
They
later
did
seasons,
later
right?
on. Later on in the season, they definitely dated.
I don't know. I'm not an iCarly expert.
Actually, I like
you
our
watched
Carly.
like our Carly recently. Like I thought you like.
I was like first. It was like background music.
Okay, that's
Noise.
weird. Who thinks about how to throw
It was like-
iCarly on in the background? Okay.
Okay. Okay. Back to the question though.
So, Freddie.
Freddy Krueger,
Yeah,
It
he
was
said Freddie Mercury.
Jason, or Michael Myers.
Huh. I don't know. Freddy Krueger is like one of them. Like, it's a psychological thing, I guess. So,
Yeah.
like,
But just don't
he's in your-
sleep.
he's in your dream.
just don't sleep.
You just don't sleep. Can't you just fight him in your dreams?
Yeah, there's a whole thing about like he feeds off of the fear
Okay.
that you have of him, and so like that's how they've beaten him in a couple of them. It's just like I'm not afraid of you, and he just kind of like disappears.
Though that seems pretty easy. But I feel like you have to figure that out
Right, and it's,
before.
I feel like it can't be a front either. Like you actually have to like not be afraid of him.
Yeah.
Like if you just say it's like, oh, I'm not scared, it's like you die.
If you know it's your dream, can't you just have like superpowers?
Or do you have to be like lucid dreaming?
Yeah, see, that was my thought. Is like because I
Okay.
can't control my dreams now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So in order to be Freddy Krueger, you just have to learn how to lucid dream,
I guess so.
right?
But do you learn how to lucid dream in a situation that's already going on? Like, do you just like all of a sudden I'm gonna learn how to do this?
Right, it's one of those
As
things
people
that's
are
just, like,
dying from Freddy Krueger.
sink or swim kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just like once you're thrown into it, can you figure this out in this amount of time?
Can I just like stay in the city and stay away from Freddy? I mean, not Freddy, but Jason, and well, stay away from Jason because he's just at the cabins.
No, Jason went to space, man.
Oh,
Did he really?
Yeah, Jason X. It's weird, dude. Let's not get into the lore of Friday the 13th. But
Michael Myers over here surviving everything. I feel like
he really is.
he does, but like at the same time, like Jason's whole thing is that like he's like overpowering and like menacing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Freddy's, well, in the dream, the whole gimmick is like weird shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I feel like Michael Myers is like, while he can't die, neither of the others can. And I feel like his is almost like the most human. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It's like he doesn't have any like super physical abilities.
But like, yeah, yes. Well, who's the one that's attached to the mother?
That's Jason.
So if you kill his mother, you get rid of Jason, right?
I don't think it's quite that simple, but yeah. But it's kind of close. Yeah, he's got mommy issues.
He got
So you
serious
kill-
mommy issues.
kill Michael Myers' sister. Same thing.
His sister?
Yeah, she's like the protagonist of the movie. So
Oh,
that's the
okay.
thing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Lori.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know.
That's a hard question. I feel like going with Jason might be the best one, but at the same time, the fact that you can't get rid of him
hmm
is like that much worse. Like, what are their motives?
You know,
Like, why are they doing this? Like,
so there's like a whole thing for all of them.
don't go too deep.
I had to
into
say, I was
it.
like, I don't. How deep do you want to go? And it's like
Spark notes.
in 1980. Okay, so if you cliff note it, Jason died at the camp, and his mom was actually the first killer. She was doing like revenge killings on all of the counselors,
Mm-hmm.
and he just kind of came back after they killed her. I guess from like anger or rage or whatever.
Okay. And he kind of just been killing all of people
Yeah,
at camps. Since.
yeah, centered around like Crystal Lake.
Gotcha.
Freddie.
So stay away from Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, he did go to space though. Like I didn't make that up.
I got you, but him being in space doesn't hurt me.
I guess the nicest way to say Freddy's is he assaulted young children,
Yes.
and their parents killed him.
I remember that.
And so he came back in their dreams to terrorize
Them.
like them.
And then he basically tortured them with the same stuff they tortured him with.
Kind
right?
of, yeah.
Something
He,
like
he
that.
deals with a lot. Well, he deals a lot with more like fear. And
Okay,
just,
yeah.
like, whatever like sets you off is what he kind of like
Failure.
Okay.
Failure.
Here's
And-
an F.
And then Michael, they tried to add like a backstory to him in like 4 through 6 and stuff like that. It got really interesting of trying to make him like a cult member of trying to kill his entire family.
Okay.
But in the first one, where I feel like he works best, he's just vague. Like you really don't know. You don't know if he's just a creepy guy who escaped the institution. Because there's a character, Dr. Loomis, who describes him as just the embodiment of evil, and there's nothing behind his eyes. And so it's really, he works better with that ambiguity. Like even at the end credits, he's only credited as the Shadow. Like he's not even given like a name in the credits.
Interesting.
So that's like, as far as their motives go, I'm not sure, but I feel like Michael's the most.
It seems like stuff like Jason might be. I don't know. Just stay away from that lake and you'll be all right.
But
stay from the lake and stay away from space. I guess you can be okay. Like, even if he's in space, what is he doing up there? Like
He's killing people, man.
in space?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't got the money to go to space anyway, so fuck it. What about you, Vic?
I don't know. I feel like I could beat Freddy, just mind wise.
But if he kills you in your dream, you die.
I'm okay with that.
Half time, I don't even remember what I dreamed. Do you remember your dreams most of the time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That should be okay.
So you should be okay because you don't remember your dreams?
Yeah, because I don't dream. So
No, you do dream. You just don't remember them.
True. I don't know. I guess. Who asked this question?
You did.
Wait,
It's
what
a
were
good
your answers?
Halloween.
What were your
edition.
answers?
I said first. My answers. I got 2.
Well, because 2 people here.
My answer would probably be Jason.
I'm definitely going Michael. Like,
Yeah. How old is Jason?
God.
I really don't know.
Relevant questions. Vic.
No, but probably Michael, honestly, just because like he's just a person, and like I was saying, there's no super powers behind him, just one-on-one.
Does Jason have superpowers?
Well, he's like.
I know in like Friday the 13th game, like he has
He will-
abilities to like fucking phase through walls.
Yeah,
and
he
shit.
can like teleport.
Yeah, but
It's like-
he really do that though.
No. Well, no. That was just like a game mechanic to explain how he could walk and catch up.
Gotcha.
But like, some of his kills are more like they feel almost superhuman. Just like
Okay.
he'll swing and he'll hit somebody and they'll fly like 30 feet back.
Okay.
Thinking of a very specific one from Freddy and Jason. But
I was just thinking about like if I'm at home now,
Mhm.
like who am I going to be the least worried about coming into my house? And I just feel like it's Jason.
well, Michael was stopped by a closet door. I mean,
True.
Lori kind of hung out in there for a solid like 2 minutes.
I guess. But if he really wanted to get in there, he probably could.
Yeah, I feel like he tried. Like
He's just gonna get in the closet door.
yeah, something like that. He's like ripping it apart because it's one of those like screen doors,
Okay.
and so he's like ripping it open and like swinging at her for like a solid like minute and a half too.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I still think I would stick with Jason. I feel like as long as I stay away from that river, or that lake, I have nothing to worry about. Like I feel like Michael Myers or fucking Freddy can catch you anywhere.
And like they chase you.
Yeah, like that. I guess a door. If a door can really stop somebody, then obviously I think I would go with Michael. But just I feel like the least likely person to see
Mhm.
right now would be like Jason.
Yeah, I could see that.
As for Michael, I feel like he still be around terrorizing neighborhoods and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Jason-
and he does only come, but Michael only comes around Halloween, right?
It's true.
Okay.
So
Michael can blend in though.
He
It's
can
like
blend
kinda,
in.
like fit into the crowd.
So stay away from trick or treating, and carry a door around with you. Just imagine just throwing a door at his head. It's just like yeet.
But final answer, Michael.
Michael,
I think I was gonna stick with Jason.
you're wrong.
I feel like I want to go with Michael because it makes sense.
Yeah.
If those things really can stop him, I would probably definitely go with Michael. I'll go with Michael.
All right.
I'll change. See, you don't persuade me to change my mind.
I do
That's hard
I
to
do
do.
my best.
That's hard to do. All right, so we're all Michael, I guess.
Yeah, that is.
Well, me and Troy are Michael, and Vic kind of just jumped on somebody's train.
First of all, you just switched.
I know. I
But
feel like
let
you
us,
jumped on Troy's train.
let us know what you guys think.
Ghostface don't get enough love.
Ain't no love for these hoes. All right, so y'all ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Getting the podcast started in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy Chris,
It's Vic.
and welcome to Now Hear Me Out.
You always
I was
do
like,
that.
whoa.
You do that to every guest.
I felt a little left out.
This is officially episode number 30. And if you haven't noticed, this is our guest,
Hello.
Troy.
What's up? I'm Vic's brother.
You see they coordinated. They will both wear hats today.
Oh yeah, look at that. I still feel like my hat's crooked, man. Like it's bugging me.
Right now, it kind of looks crooked now. But I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
But welcome, Troy, to the podcast.
Thank you,
We
man.
appreciate you having you here today.
Yeah.
We've been talking about having you for a while now.
Yeah,
and we finally got you on. So it's really good to have you on. But introduce yourself and tell people a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well,
I'm Troy. I'm into Dungeons and Dragons.
okay. First off,
Nerd.
don't take my lead story. All right?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
Well,
digress.
no. I mean, not a whole lot to tell. It's like I'm Vic's older brother. I don't know.
What if you like his little sister?
As long as we shooting out fun facts and Corinne want to like throw me out like that, it's like, yeah, I played D&D. I like D&D. It's a lot of fun. But,
D&D is Dungeons and Dragons. If y'all don't know,
I feel like that. Okay,
there are some people who probably don't know. Troy.
that's a fair point, I guess. But no, yeah, I don't really have a lot going on in my life. I'm not a very interesting person.
What do you like to do in your free time besides Dungeons and Dragons? Do you
Dude,
have anything that you're
what
into?
free time?
All right, so you work a lot. So where do you work at? What do you do?
I work for Benny Keith, which is a distributing company for like Anheuser-Busch. Like we distribute all the alcohol,
Okay.
like Budweiser, Bud Light, and stuff.
So one of Vic's favorite places.
Something like that. Oddly enough, probably because like whenever we have like busy weeks, they'll give us like free cases.
Oh yeah, the free cases be coming in clutch.
Right, and it's like I just give them to Vic most of the time.
I never even see those cases. I never see them.
I'll put you on the list. You'll get the next one. Okay?
Think about it. Is that Vic comes over here, drinks up all my alcohol. Never see a case of beer.
I always feel that too, because like whenever like there's a party coming up and I'll get a case, I was like, oh, well, I'll just give it to them for that. Like that's what I did for Luisa's birthday.
Oh yeah,
because I had
Okay.
just gotten like 2 cases for like Labor Day and shit.
okay. That's cool.
It's decidedly all right. It's okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to add? I guess is there the interest like movies? Like, do you like anime? I know you like anime.
I do like anime, but
I guess that's kind of just throwing that out there anyway. So, is
Kind
there
of,
like a
it's like-
specific anime type of thing you like to watch, or
mm,
just kind of interested in all kinds of?
just kind of all over the place. It's really hard to like narrow any interest down because I always try and like expose like other things. So it's really hard to pick like a specific genre.
Okay.
Like it gets really weird when like people try to ask like, well, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite type of music? It was just like, well, you like them all for like different reasons. You know what I mean,
yeah.
it was like the music one I always use it as an example because like people have gotten on me. It was like it's not that hard. Just pick a favorite and like, and I was like, well, it's a little interesting.
Yeah, I was like, if you like a little bit of everything, then that's understandable. Like,
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
Because like growing up with like our parents, like our dad was like a lot of like Guns N' Roses and AC/DC and like 38 Special and all of that,
Mhm.
and our mom was like Clint Black,
Hello.
Toby Keith,
Country.
country, and like hard country, right?
That 90s
Okay.
country.
Yeah, so that was a weird mix in itself, and so then you find your own taste, and then it all kind of mixes, and it was like,
What about country rock?
what about it?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's a
I like country pop a lot.
country pop's not bad.
Okay.
Like it's not the best. It really, that's the thing. It's a case by case basis. You know what I mean? It's like they can fit in the same genre, but like certain songs can just be like,
What about Old Town Road?
what about Old Town Road?
Country or not country?
I feel like it's like
It's a little bit, but both like country
and-
rap.
It feel like country inspired.
I want to take my horse.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You already started.
Are you talking about karaoke?
I
night?
thought
Let's
you
go.
were gonna join in.
Why?
I
You
was
started.
like, why would you think that?
Anyways,
All right. Vic, little updates.
let me see. So yeah, on Friday ended up going to like a little, I wouldn't call it a pumpkin patch. It's called Fright Night in Frisco.
It was kind of like a pumpkin patch.
Kind of, yeah.
It had pumpkins.
It
in
had
the patch.
pumpkins.
Were they in the patch?
They were in a patch.
so they were good as pumpkin patch.
But I don't. Oh yeah, okay. I went to a pumpkin patch.
You're the one who said it. What do you? Go ahead.
Anyways, I digress. Yeah, we went to the pumpkin patch, and then afterwards we went to like a haunted house.
Okay.
Which is pretty fun.
What's the name of the haunted house?
Why you gotta put me on the spot? I don't know.
You went to it. I just want to know a little bit about your week, bro. I'm sorry.
Actually, I don't remember.
Disregard that question.
But it was pretty good. It wasn't like cutting edge or anything like any of the big ones, but it was worth it. I would say like it was worth its money, but I didn't pay. So
okay.
Anyways, besides that, on Saturday's kind of chill. When did the usual sourcing for eBay. Then kind of had like a chill night, watched some Netflix. Sunday we ended up having softball practice.
Yeah, very like out of the blue.
And then watched the Cowboys win.
Yes, sir.
Bro, that game was.
That was a nobody, bro.
Bro, that was too close. It shouldn't have been.
Not even that close. You're in the middle of
in the middle of your own stuff, man.
I was thirsty.
This is a good time to take a drink.
It's a great moment.
I thought you were gonna like expand on the Cowboy game a little bit. That's what you usually do.
Well, it's not my turn too.
So, Kristen,
shoot it over.
Well, I was about to ask you about your eBay stuff. Did you find any like finds? Any good finds? Check out on my Twitter. I mean,
what is that?
Check out my TikTok.
I'm trying to figure out what I. Oh yeah, there's some good finds.
Okay.
Check out my TikTok.
Well, technically, this will be on your eBay. All right.
Yeah, but I can also like I'll put what I found on TikTok.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Well, a lot of times you don't usually put that unless you sell it. Right? That's what you usually do. You be like,
I
found this.
do want to get like I do want to get more into like showing what I do find when I find it.
Okay.
It's hard. Sometimes I forget to record when I'm out garage selling because I also need my phone to like do some research. So that's kind of why I want like a GoPro so I can just record the whole thing.
Okay, that'd be pretty cool.
But
sounds
coming
like,
soon someday.
Sounds like you need to invest in yourself.
Anyways, how was your week?
My week was actually pretty chill. So Thursday was, our little date night. We didn't really do anything. We kind of just chilled at home. Friday we had like a little comedy show. I don't know if you guys heard of Kev on Stage. But we went to go to his comedy show at the Improv in Addison. So that was really fun actually. He's kind of one of the people who inspired me to start this podcast. So it was really cool. If you haven't heard of him, go check him out. That was pretty fun. And then Saturday, we ended up like decorating our place and stuff for our family day. That's what all these, you guys can't see, but we had like a little art things around everywhere. We had like a little paint party for everybody here. There's hella people. Had at least like over 20 people in here painting. And tell you my nerves were bad because of that. I was so worried. But like I had put tarp down or like the paint drip stuff.
Yeah, the like
kind of like tarp, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of tarp.
It's called
that
drip
clear?
cloth. I think it's
Okay.
it's like drip cloth, but it was clear. But yeah, I put them on the ground, and luckily we only had like a couple little places that paint got, but we got it up. So thank God for that. That was really fun. And then Sunday, like we had softball practice. That kind of just came out like literally like in the morning. So well, we kind of talked about it a little bit.
People don't answer that group chat, man.
Yeah, I try to be pretty active in it. I try to be.
I usually don't. I'm not active like in any group chats. Don't put me in a group chat. don't text me. Actually,
look, I've got that group chat muted. Actually,
I figured
because the first time we found it.
Found it.
Okay, when we made the group chat. Okay, I'm sorry. y'all started like exchanging numbers and talking about, oh, what are we gonna do? And it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I was like, I gotta wake up in the morning. It was just like, so I just muted the whole thing.
That's understandable. I get
never taken it off.
Vic has no excuses though.
No, I get those messages.
I saw them and I choose to ignore them.
I seen it.
I was like, I usually send a message in there when it's like when there's actually progression happening. So like if there's a plan and somebody say, hey, let's do this, and I'll say something at that point. But if nobody else says anything, I'm not gonna no longer respond. Like until there's some type of progression, because I gotta drive further than everybody else.
It's true
to get there. Well, and Manny, I guess, since he has to come from Midlothian or whatever. Like
where did he move?
Waxahachie.
Waxahachie?
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell I got Midlothian.
He used to live in
he just moved.
Why are we giving out this info? It's not. I think he drives away,
but he does drive far now. Also, but it's like one of those things that like I kind of think about that a lot. I'm not gonna just drive out there just for a couple people to show up. Yeah. So it's like if there's a ball rolling and we get a lot of people starting to participate, and then we'll show up. That's gonna always be like.
I feel like at some point we should try and find a field close to here, just so that give y'all a time off.
Time off every now and then, but I actually need to start looking for something. To be honest, I've been saying I was gonna do that, but I haven't done that yet.
Because I was even talking to him on the way here. I was like, "Damn, couldn't make this drive like twice a week." I was like, "This is rough. I don't like this."
So, but hey, we do it for the team. We do it for you guys. Okay. So it's cool. But besides that, like we had the Cowboys game. The Cowboys won. We're gonna talk about a nail biter. 5-1.
We really are them boys.
We them boys. I feel bad for Manny because he was really hoping for the Patriots to win.
Well, we've been waiting 25 years for a Super Bowl.
Like it's so crazy because every time we win, it's kind of like I feel like people are waiting for the Cowboys to like lose to fail because it's like now all that shit's gonna come out of nowhere. No matter who we lose to, eventually they're gonna just be like, "Oh, y'all aren't that good."
I told y'all.
Yeah, it's like,
like I told you, suck.
We have like a perfect record and be like 10-1, bro, and we lose that one game again, and they'll be like 10-2, and then people be like, "Oh, y'all trash,
overrated,"
and it's like overrated. Y'all
10-2. It's like you lost to them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just one of those things. So Cowboys been doing really well. They had us on the edges of our seats literally the whole game.
Bro.
The refs were not on our side. I feel like the refs were still playing with Brady. They were like, "This is the Cowboys, fuck it, flag." We had 12? Like I think there was 12 penalties for like 110 yards worth of penalties, and that's just the ones they accepted, not even all the penalties. So penalties are crazy. We lost a couple touchdowns because the refs didn't see. I guess they're blind. But yes, it was very stressful. But we came out with the dub, so it was really really cool. But yes, that was 20 minutes of introduction, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to zoom through these stories,
and I kind of thought it when we were talking about the horror movies. So I was like, "Yo, I love horror movies. Like, I could go in on these."
But that's it. Do you guys have anything else to add?
Nope.
Nah, I'm good.
Let's hop into these stories.
Good. All right, Vic, you got that first one.
All right, first story takes us to Colorado, where an elk was roaming around with a tire around his neck for 2 years, and he's finally been freed. So yeah, wildlife officials in Colorado say an elk that has been wandering the hills with a car tire around his neck was finally able to get it off. They ended up having to like tranquilize.
Take your time.
They ended up having to shoot him with that thingy. No, but they ended up having
sure, take your time. Tranquilize.
Yeah, they ended up doing that to him. And then they had to they were gonna try to cut through the tire, but for some reason it was difficult and like
the tire.
It's been on there for 2 years.
They got tired.
That's not what I meant.
No, but actually they ended up cutting his antlers off. Well, not off, yeah, like they trimmed it so they can go over. But apparently they grow back.
Obviously they grow back, but still.
I feel like the whole. All right, well.
Isn't aren't their antlers used to for their own protection?
For defense?
Yeah.
I'd imagine so.
And they just cut their defense off. I was like, all right, got your tire off. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I don't know.
How do they know this tire was on there for 2 years? Do they have dates on them?
No, I think because it's they've been trying to get it off for 2 years.
Oh man, they've been
unsuccessful
for 2 years.
What if it's just a whole family of elks? They all got tires. And it's not just the one they've been following. Yo, this is a family necklace. They pass it down.
Well, could you imagine if they saw another one with the tire on his neck? Like, what the fuck?
It's the same elk. You went out and just found another one.
And then you find a dead elk because now he's got to jump out his gang because you took the tire off.
Yeah, they said it was first spotted in July 2019.
Jesus.
Sheesh.
So,
well.
It's so weird. What harm was it causing? What was the big deal of forcing to get it off? I get why they would want to, but if it's not hurting him, is it that big of a deal?
I don't think it's hurting him at all. So.
Well, I don't think it was that big of a deal. They waited 2 years.
Well, yeah, but we were talking about it being his defense, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if you take away his defense for something that's not actively harming him.
What if this tire was saving his life? like animals are intimidated because they see the tire on him. It's
Right.
like he looks like an alpha male because he got something different than the other ones.
Yeah, like animals like go for the throat, and it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like, yo,
It's
there's
like
a
it's a
tire there.
protection. It's like, yo, what now, bitch?
And now he ain't got antlers to protect himself.
Right, and can't even
He
fight back.
don't got antlers and he doesn't have a tire anymore.
So that was the first time he was spotted, but if he already had antlers by that point, he couldn't have just slipped it on. So how long do you think he actually had it
I
on?
don't know. He had to have it on there for a while.
Right.
What if he's like a little baby?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. And it was like still a child with no antlers, just like, this is mine now.
Because like they grow back. I was like,
Well, they do, but
Hey, I don't know what to say. But it's finally off of him. He's free.
he got used to it. That's how he swims.
something like that.
That's his floaties.
Oh man. But go ahead and hop into our next story. So our next story has to do with the Florida man. So last week we talked about a Florida man who caught a gator in with the trash can. This time we're talking about the same man who decided that he's going to remove a snake from the house. So on October 14th, a Florida man went viral for using trash can to catch an alligator, shared a video of his latest animal encounter when a large snake invaded his home. Eugene Bosey, who uses an alias. Why are we saying this? He has an alias online. His alias Malik. And he posted a video on Instagram showing him carrying a long snake at arm's length outside of his Mount Dora home. Bosey said the snake had found its way into his home and he returned it to the habitat outside. And then, yeah. So, what do you guys kind of think about that?
I think this guy needs to get out of Florida.
I think he put that snake in there, man. It was like, like those people who got that one joke. It was like, and they just make videos the same way over and over. This dude's like, oh, I caught a gator.
Let me plant a
People
snake.
liked it.
And people liked it. I'm gonna put this snake in my house. And they're gonna come out with it.
That's a good theory. I kind of
Right.
like that theory.
Because what are the chances, right? It was just like, yo, man, I'm real famous right now for this animal thing. So, the snake chooses his house.
That's a good question. And it's one of those things, too, and it is Florida, don't get me wrong.
Maybe.
Right.
Nonetheless. But, like, it's one of those weird situations where I keep feeling like with somebody who always has a camera available, and it's like, how did you catch this moment at the same exact time? Did he run outside the house like, I got a snake? It's like,
Maybe the snake and the alligator are friends.
I thought about that. I was like, hey, yo, this
he tried to get payback.
Yeah, he locked me up. Go get him.
I heard what you did to my boy.
What if he feeds the snake to the alligator?
That's a big ass snake, though.
Right?
It's a big ass alligator.
Who do you think wins that?
I don't know. I would say probably the alligator.
Oh, how big was the snake?
It didn't say. It just says arm's length. I don't want to play the video.
Yeah, you're good.
A big ass snake.
It is a big snake.
Maybe the gator then. I think the gator takes that.
Yeah. If it was like a
Gator and 6.
if it's big enough for him to carry at arm's length, I don't think it's that big. Like if it was like a fucking python or you know,
At the same time, it was just, oh, you're going the other way. I thought you were saying like if he has to carry it at arm length, it's big. And I was like, well, that's not true. He could just be scared of it.
No, I was saying that's actually probably small.
Yeah. Okay.
Like he ain't gonna be carrying an anaconda.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely, you know, he was wearing his slides and stuff again,
Mm-hmm.
like in his last video.
I noticed that. Hey, people like slides, bro.
At what point do you be like, enough is enough, and you leave?
Didn't he move there? Didn't y'all say that?
Yeah,
last week?
he moved there.
I think enough's already been enough.
So how many things will have to be in your home before you leave? Like as far as
You wake up, there's a gator in your house. It's like,
Bro,
I'm out.
if I
I think about Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
He's like,
you're not scared of nothing. So you
Yes.
wake up, there's a gator.
he said you ain't got no drawers on, you just your dick hanging. You just got a gator there.
I was gonna leave that part of the joke out.
Man, look, this is the explicit podcast. People know what they're tuning into.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I would have moved if I was him. 'Cause I feel like if that snake was in my house, I'd be catless. I think
It would ate your cat.
Lucy a fighter,
Well,
bro.
I'm just saying, if Lucy's gone by that time, like, do you get another cat?
Yes.
Oh, so Lucy's replaceable. See, that's what we got out of this.
See, even if he wanted to move out after the Gator, he hasn't had time. That's kind of why I feel like he did this.
Yeah. But my thing is like, why go to Florida if you like? Don't you already kind of just think this stuff is gonna happen? There's been plenty of times
definitely.
where alligators or gators are in people's front yards, backyards.
It's weird to think of like a creature like an alligator just being a pest. It's like, oh, there's another alligator. It's like, oh, that's just part of life here in Florida. I was like, that's not okay.
Like, you can't just call pest control.
Right.
I got alligator way. It's alligator.
It's so weird, man. It was just like at a point, like pests are just
pest.
Yeah, they should just be pests. Like if you're actively scared of your life, scared for your life from something you see on a semi-daily basis. I was like,
so you got alligator snakes and genetically modified mosquitoes.
Because nothing can go wrong with that. That's how you get zombies.
Anything else to add, Vic?
Nope.
This man chasing clout. Watch 2 weeks. He's gonna catch something out in South. He's gonna catch a honey badger.
Honey badger. Oh man, honey badger. He needs to leave that one alone.
Speaking of clout,
did you ever watch that video? You watch that honey badger video?
I've seen the first 3 minutes.
It's a good video.
Speaking of clout, my boy Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson over here rapping.
Hey, rapping.
So yeah, he makes his debut, his rap debut. Sorry, let me do that over again. So yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson makes what he's calling his historic rap debut. It is more or less surprising that when he's considered. Oh, sorry.
Words, Vic, words.
Is this more or less surprising than when he considered running for president? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has dropped what he's calling his
He's still
first
thinking about it too.
rap song. He's featured on Text-9's new single "Face Off," along with Joey Cool and King
ISO.
How
would you rather pronounce that?
Izzo. Like, anyways, so yeah. Have you guys heard his rap?
Yes, we actually listened to it before this podcast started.
What do you guys think?
It was great. I like it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
You sound like shocked. It was just like, you like that shit?
I mean,
you don't like
wasn't
it?
bad.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how I felt. Like, it's like
a little like corny, cheesy.
Well, he's a fucking. Like,
I know what I'm saying.
He's The Rock.
Right. See, but at what point do you not cut him slack for that? He chose to enter this.
Yes.
So why don't you hold him to the same standard?
Exactly. It was still pretty good for him.
I don't.
I
for
think
him,
I'm just
you
saying.
Don't need that nominator.
Okay, look. All I'm saying is pretty good because if I put you or Vic in that same situation, y'all aren't gonna do that well.
No, I throw down. You don't know.
I'm just saying it's not gonna happen. Like I get that it's The Rock and like he has a name behind him, but it was actually a pretty legit like for him to come out there and do that. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it that people might think it's corny and stuff, but shit, he's still The Rock. Like,
right. And like, I'm not even like trying to come like at the song too hard because like the song itself is like, well, not my style. It's like I can get it. You know what I mean? It's like catchy and it's got a nice beat and it's got a nice flow to it. But like I felt like his verse like detracted from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it kind of like it almost like ground like the pacing.
Yeah.
It was just like it felt completely separate.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
So it was like I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's something he's gonna continue to pursue if he gets better.
I don't think so. I feel like it's more just an advertisement type thing, you know, for his tequila and just something that he's like.
Was that what that was about?
Well, at the end, he had his tequila. That was his tequila.
Oh, I thought that was just like a rap video thing. It was like, let me take a swig from this bottle.
That's his tequila.
I didn't know that.
But then the rap is also like the whole rap is not centered towards that tequila, but it's still his rapping. And at the end, it's like, hey,
buy my shit.
Yeah, basically. But Vic, what you about to say? Nobody gives a fuck what you're about to say.
I mean, it definitely could have been worse. It could have been better.
Could have been better.
Yeah, it could have been better.
It is The Rock.
And I
side quest.
And I definitely get the whole thing like where do you cut that line of like, hey, he deserves slack or because he's The Rock. But it's like I don't know. I guess for me, you can't expect the most out of somebody who is not the profession. And I get that he's jumping into this, but at the same time it's like he's not coming out here thinking that you guys are gonna think he's the best top 5 rapper. He's just like, this is gonna come out here and do some simple ass bars. So
I'm more inclined to give him slack because it's his first time
than
I am from his name. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like almost like featuring an unknown. It was just like, okay, we'll see how he does. See how he goes.
I've heard some really bad rappers, and that wasn't not nearly as bad as a lot of the people I've
You have
heard.
a bigger sample size.
Yeah, so like that's one of those things. I'm comparing him to all those people, and it's just like if I compare him to that, like that's not bad because I've heard really bad stuff. At least he's staying on beat. At least he's doing all these things, you know, saying big words and you know adding all this stuff to his rap to where a lot of people can't do that stuff, and it's not as I see that it's not. It wasn't huge, like 30-second verse. It
wasn't huge like he's huge.
That boy big.
Like, I was like, boy built. Big say he huge. No, but it was funny. I seen a comment about it. It was like the Rock out here just doing side quests now.
Yeah.
He just.
I feel that. It was like I kind of always thought the same thing about like Terry Crews. He was like he just do weird.
He just
Terry
him and
Crews,
Snoop
Dogg,
Snoop Dogg definitely out.
They beat the game. They're just
They
doing
really
shit now.
Snoop Dogg really beat the game.
He's just like
He's just
hanging
out here just doing anything. Like I'm gonna be Snoop Dogg this year. Next year it's like I'm Snoop Dogg again. Next year he was Snoop Dogg again. He decided he wanted to bake some cakes and shit with
Martha Stewart. I love like seeing the picture of them two, and it was like one of these people went to federal prison,
and it's not Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, it's Martha Stewart for like mail fraud or something. I don't know.
It was some type of fraud, I believe.
Yeah, some sort of tax fraud, I think. Weird,
it's just funny as hell.
You know, she couldn't reach her mailbox when she was on house arrest.
Really?
Yeah,
oh,
like her house was too big. She couldn't reach her mailbox.
Oh wow!
It was outside of the area that she was allowed to leave.
That's funny. She got Snoop Dogg. He got her.
Yeah, right.
they're like best friends.
Drop off the mail. It really seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like,
he got a whole cookbook and everything now.
I think.
Yeah, pretty cool.
He was on Epic Rap Battles.
Of history?
I remember that. Yeah, he played Moses.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
A little shout out to weird old YouTube videos. Oh man,
I used to love Epic Rap Battles.
I still watch them from time to time. Man.
Epic Rap Battles of history.
I watched one recently that was like a ranking of all of the Epic Rap Battles, and I was just like, yo, your list is garbage. Like you put some of the best ones like halfway down.
I'm trying to figure out like I'm envisioning you listening to this like 3 hour long.
It actually was. It was probably. I think it was like 2 hours long.
It has to be super long because they have a lot of them.
Okay, well they didn't play the whole thing for each.
Well, you said ranking.
Well, yeah, they ranked the videos, but they didn't play each.
Oh, like the full
entire rap.
Yeah,
battle.
they talked about it. Yeah.
They talked about them for about 30 seconds.
Wait, how far into this video?
I got about halfway through, and I was like, "All right, this y'all are just wrong."
Like, he just didn't agree with the list. He's like, "All right, now this is enough."
Like some of the worst ones still hadn't been mentioned, and you're about halfway through the list, and you put some of the best ones already kind of low. I was like, your list is garbage. And then I went through the comments. A lot of them like was just like, yo, what the fuck is up with this list? And I was like, I felt validated.
That's good. That's funny.
Sorry, this is a weird little tangent.
Love it.
Right.
Moving on to our next story, where friends shattered their legs and feet after breaking into a closed water slide. What? So yeah, two friends each have broken a leg and badly damaged feet after they broke into a swimming pool during a drunken night out and went down a water slide. They ended up remaining in the slide 2 hours because the slide like had a little closure at the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes sense.
It was like sealed off.
Yeah, it was sealed off at the bottom.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yo,
yeah.
that impact sounds rough.
Yeah, that makes sense for the broken leg.
Yeah, they were there for 2 hours before the cops were able to like find them.
How'd they know to look there?
I don't know. I assume they still had their phone on them, and they ended up calling like 911. Hey yo, you know that tall ass water slide?
Why did it take 2 hours for them to find them though?
Right, like if they had
like
their phone,
they know where they are.
Exact. Hey yo, I'm at Hurricane Harbor. I'm at the bottom of the tornado. Like, it was like I feel like it's exact.
That's so weird. And the fact that they called the cops alone. If they called them, especially if they called them, I would just think that.
Do you take your phone on a water slide?
Well, shit, they're drunk. If they're drunk enough to do it, they might be drunk enough to have their phone.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So
Tino took his phone on a water.
Oh yeah, he like dropped it to the bottom.
Dropped it to the bottom,
bro.
He had to get the guy to go get it.
That was kind of funny because, like, literally, like 10 minutes before that happened, he was talking to me about, like, "Hey, Vic, when you gonna get a waterproof phone?"
Didn't it break like after he got it? Like he got it back and it worked for like an hour.
Yeah, and then
and then it stopped working.
But anyways, yeah. So apparently the police were called because they nearby residents reported that people were broken into the water park.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, and they were screaming from pain and like also trying to get rescued. So
Makes sense.
but
Dude,
yeah,
I'm really thinking about that impact. Like, how fast are you coming down that slide and just like
and like how big is the slide?
slam
too?
into that like
Oh, there's a slide.
solid wall?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's not as big as I thought, but still.
yeah. But knowing them like drunken, they probably like put some force behind
Yeah,
like
like
their
throw
slide.
yourself into it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the slides ain't wet.
Yeah, I thought that too.
It might be like regular slides, kind of like park, maybe.
maybe did they like bring a garden hose and just, like pour that shit
I
down?
doubt it. I was just thinking about like how you go down a park slide.
Yeah.
It might be just like that.
Yeah, I guess I get that.
Yeah.
Anyways, they ended up with broken feet. So
Well,
Broken feet.
happens.
Right. It was like it's crazy what happens when you mess around on water slides.
I know, right? Right, Vic?
hey, well, I was gonna say no one got injured, but
A lot of people. Some people went to the hospital, didn't they?
like 6 people went to the hospital.
That's a lot of people, Vic.
That's a lot.
So yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, when I used to work at Hurricane Harbor,
You tell them to go back to which episode
Yeah,
was that?
go back, watch the podcast.
Yes, if you made it this far. that
yeah,
means
go
you
back
need
and
to
watch the podcast. I don't know what episode.
Just cliff note it.
Cliff note it. Kristen, click right here.
No, that's not what I meant. I was like, give a short version of the story. It was like if you click on the link up here.
You didn't point at the screen. It was like, Kristen, look right here. It was like,
It's backwards, bro. Anyways,
You can put a link in the corner. Just put one up.
but yeah, quick cliff note. When I used to work at Hurricane Harbor, we had a little training event going on. Supervisor's lead didn't really care. Let us do whatever we wanted. Ended up going down some water slides that were meant for like 4 people on one tube. It was like 20 people on 3 tubes all at once. And people got injured, as you expect, but it worked the first time.
It worked the first time. I actually had a funny story about that because I was working at as a cashier out in Dallas at the time, and people would come by and buy bulk food because it was a warehouse store, it was Sam's Club, and you always just talk with people because these transactions take a solid like 20, 30 minutes. And this guy like supplied food for like theme parks. He said, I work for Six Flags. I was like, yo, did you hear that story of like the people going down the tornado? He was like, it was just a bunch of stupid kids who wanted to I just thought it was so funny that it was a weird connection. I was like, my brother was one of them. He's like, your brother's stupid. It was just the funniest thing because it was like 2 days later, and I was like, this guy.
he gets it.
He gets it. It was like he probably had to sit in a meeting about it.
That's funny. Honestly, I'm pretty sure they probably like after that whole incident, like they made it like a thing in every safety class about.
You're part of the training video now.
Because we actually had a friend that worked there in like the year afterwards, and he said like during orientation they talked about it and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, didn't you say some people just didn't get caught? Like
yeah,
they were just...
I think the first I know that didn't get caught. Because it was funny because I was off the next day, and I was like, I saw everyone was like basically let go and fired. I was like, well, I'm still gonna show up for my shift.
Well, you were never fired, so
suspended.
Indefinitely suspended.
Call.
You're still employed at Six Flags.
Just go over there and be like, yeah, so I'm clocking in. Victoriano Garcia? Oh, okay, yeah. Here's your badge.
Here's your replacement badge.
It says Victor. Because for some reason you never had a Victoriano badge.
I get that.
But yes, be safe.
Or don't be. Have fun.
And
Live
don't
life.
break into water parks.
Within reason.
But going on to our
Are you
next
saying
story.
there's a reason to break into a water park?
No, I'm just saying, like, have fun within reason.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Don't. I also feel like, did they not check those slides? The drunk people.
No, they just went down it.
They were drunk.
I guess, man.
But they had to climb up there though. Like they really thought this was a good idea. I feel like after a while, as I'm walking up there,
Yeah,
drunk.
like you get like halfway
Just-
up the stairs,
I'm
you're just like, do I need to do this?
yeah, does this seem like a good idea? He's like,
But I feel like if you're halfway up, you're like, well, I can either go the half back down or finish the up and then just like ride down.
I guess so. You've done some pretty crazy stuff being drunk. I remember y'all all punched a hole in the wall just for the hell
Yeah, but I don't feel like that's that weird.
of it. I don't think it's not.
I feel like, well,
Just for the hell of it?
yeah, it's true.
In an apartment?
Okay, the quote was, "I'm not getting my security deposit back anyway." So rather than one hole, we put like 6.
It was funny because it's like each brother wanted to put a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
And Toma.
And Toma watches. What up, Toma?
Oh, what's up, Toma?
What's up, man? I think he still watches. I know he used to.
Anyways, moving on. Enough about punching holes in the wall. But in our next story, we go to the airport where a couple opens their suitcase and finds that their dog is hiding inside.
Aw.
That's actually kind of cute.
That is kind of cute.
It's cute until you guys send his ass back.
It's a heartwarming story.
Until they miss their flight and have to go home.
Honestly.
Right? Could you imagine that? The dog just causing.
He just raised your flight rate.
Actually, though.
They gotta pay for him to get on and shit.
Did that dog not bark or anything? Like,
that's kind of what I thought. It was like, where
was he not like suffocating?
I would thought he would be
I don't know.
suffocating.
I would think so. I was like, when
Could you
did they
imagine,
find
bro? Could you imagine you open suitcase as a dead dog?
Aw.
I thought that because I was like, it had to be before they left, because there's no way like he survives like the luggage cabin, right?
Yeah, I would assume so too. Well, I'm pretty sure they found out about him by the time they even got the screening.
Yeah, that was another thought. I was like, because there was a story once about like a man who shipped himself across the U.S. And all I thought was like, what that says to me is there are packages going unchecked, and so I kind of had the same thought, and I was like, but no, he had to have been caught before he went, because I don't think he survives the ride.
Yeah, I can see that. I know when you have checked bags, because I know you can pre-check your bags and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that has the same. Like, I'm pretty sure they check those just like they check everything else.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of a weird thing. Let's say they live like super close to the airport, and the dog like was able to just survive from the little holes that are in the bag.
Well, no, I meant like the plane ride.
Oh, I get that. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about the dog itself.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think they got, because it was a Texas couple and they were flying to Las Vegas for the weekend, and everything was going. Yeah, Texas to Las Vegas. Huh? So everything was going smoothly, and then they went to go check their bags, and one of them was 5 pounds over the limit. So that's when they like realized.
I feel like when I picked the bag up, I would be like, man, it's kind of heavy. And the fact that the dog didn't make any
dog
noise.
looks like he weighs more than 5 pounds.
Is that the dog?
I would imagine that's the dog.
The dog is a Chihuahua.
Okay,
So
that's
not
not
the
the dog. They just used a random cute dog.
That's very misleading. But anyways, yeah. So I guess that makes sense with Chihuahua.
I can see that. He just hops in and you throw more clothes on top of him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that definitely delayed the flight. I
That's
can tell you that.
That's a heavy ass
They didn't
Chihuahua.
delay their flight. It was like they missed their flight.
Oh, definitely.
Let's say like pay to get the, fly the Chihuahua over too, but that's a lot more
Call
money.
an Uber for the Chihuahua. Hey, take him home. Is that the dog?
Actually,
no wonder they used a picture of a cute dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ugly ass dog.
But yeah, so apparently, the Southwest Airlines agent volunteered to babysit until they came back from the trip.
Okay.
You gonna let a stranger take Lucy?
I'm not.
What you gonna do with her? You gonna call somebody to come pick her
get
up?
to the airport.
First of all, with the cat, well, depends how long. If it's a weekend getaway,
Why would it be different for a cat than a dog?
well, if it's a weekend getaway, I just leave her there. Like, no one needs to check on her. She's a cat, bro. She got food. She got water.
No, but say you get to the airport.
From where?
Oh, you're
and
talking about
Lucy in your bag, and the
The
stranger's like, I'll take him for a weekend. You doing that?
I don't think so. No,
Yeah, I don't feel like I trust a stranger with my pet, man. Lunchbox.
I don't think I trust.
I'm running
Lucy
back.
with the stranger.
You gonna sneeze on him?
You have to run background check on the people who want to take over.
I don't know. I'm not leaving my pet with a stranger, man.
They took up on the offer, so
Where is Michael?
He's at my parents. They're not strangers.
Because I haven't heard about Michael in forever.
Michael's the name of his dog, by the way.
So people give me like shit because he's like a human name, but it was actually like paired with Vic because we lived together at the time, and so
Rough times.
Hey,
Damn.
he's not wrong. And so Lucy, his cat, is actually Lucifer, and so
Don't
the
be
whole
exposing her like that.
and give out her government name. So we did the whole like archangel thing, like Michael and Lucifer, which we thought was like really cool.
You thought was close.
You didn't say nothing.
I'm not gonna tell you what not to name your dog.
That's a good point. Actually.
I really wish you would have named him Lunchbox.
He responds to Lunchbox because I'll call them both like interchangeably. So
Lunchbox is funny.
Lunchbox is fun, man.
Get over here, Lunchbox.
He comes, man. It's like he responds to it. So it's like, so at this point, what is his name? You know what I mean?
What is the name?
It's a rose by any other
Their name is just
Get over here,
Quote
dog.
Shakespeare in this.
Get over here, dog.
To be or not to be.
Mm-mm. Any last statements, comments on that?
Lunchbox.
make sure you check your bags, guys.
You got Troy over here moving the microphone all over the fucking place.
Look, don't nobody want to hear people drink. Sometimes Vic drink real close to the mic, and I was like, "Oh."
All right, so moving on to our next story, we're gonna talk about Florida State troopers that were seen chasing an elderly man riding a scooter on a turnpike. An elderly.
That's the exact joke I was gonna do. I was just waiting for him to finish. I was like, "Is it a chase?"
It's a chase, regardless of how fast the chase is going. If there's somebody in front and there's people behind going after that person, it's a chase.
But they can catch up to him.
You're right.
easily.
They could just park
but
in front of him.
until
What's
they
he gonna do?
actually stop him, it is a chase.
I think they're just following him.
Right? Yeah, they're escorting him.
It's a chase.
I don't think it's a chase either.
You said escorting them from behind?
Yeah, they could be like behind and beside so that he doesn't swerve onto the traffic. Because that's the whole point, right? Like they were just making
I
sure
don't know.
he didn't-
I don't know what the whole point is.
I think the point is to make sure this man doesn't
I feel
die.
like the point is to let me read the story.
Go ahead, read the story.
So an elderly man was seen leading Florida State troopers on a slow speed chase in a viral video. The bizarre encounter happened northbound of Florida Turnpike, somewhere near mile marker 9, just after 4:30 p.m. At least 3 Florida State troopers' vehicles can be seen following the man on his scooter, who is driving on the left shoulder. Decked out in a white golf hat and a red polo shirt, he's driving well below the turnpike's speed limit of 70 miles per hour. The video clearly shows. And it says the Florida Highway Patrol told Fox News that troopers responded to the area and made contact with a 75-year-old Hispanic male who told them he had accidentally gotten on the highway and didn't know how to exit. The troopers escorted the man to the next exit ramp to the safe location off the highway.
The troopers did what?
They escorted him.
Escorted?
Yes.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, but they had to catch up to him first, right?
No, I don't feel like
Yep,
they
they
did.
did.
I don't feel like it. I feel like they chose the word escort for a reason.
They also said followed.
That's good. Well, followed, but
That's still
I
chasing
don't think it is.
until he knows like that he's actually being like stopped for something. It's a chase. He didn't stop, so they're chasing him. What do you define? What do you define a chase?
I feel like a chase is somebody trying to get away from their pursuers.
Is it?
Yeah, he's just trying to get away from.
Life.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all are trying to add a lot more to this than it should be. I just feel like a chase is one person is literally trying to not trying to get
Going
away.
after
But
somebody.
yeah, like somebody's going after another person.
The killer is escaping.
It's like
Sorry, keep
people
that
are like the cops chasing Brian. I don't really like that.
Well, I
example
feel
too
like
much.
Brian doesn't want to get caught by the cops.
Exactly, but it's still a chase regardless of how fast it is.
All right, look, semantics aside, how did he get there? Because it looked like he's on like the left side, like the left shoulder.
Which means he had to get across cars.
Yeah, he had to get
over
across
there.
the highway.
Unless he's going the wrong way, but I don't think he is.
I had to reorientate that. I was like, okay, so I'm here, and he's actually on the right shoulder.
Yeah, like if he got on, like coming from backwards, I guess. So say for instance, the cars are going this way, he's going this way. He could probably get on. But I guess he still would have to call.
Yeah, so he still has to cross at some point.
Well,
At
watch
this
out for
point,
old people riding.
Watch out for old people.
He's about to cross on to afterlife. What is it?
Hilarious.
Crossover.
Crossover, yeah.
Hilarious. Rick.
Hilarious.
I like how they
so
just have to
funny.
throw in there like it's a Hispanic male.
Why is that funny?
I don't know. To me, it was just like why? Why? Because like why does it matter?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Why not?
So
Why does it matter that he's
why does
75?
it
Oh, I guess
matter?
that does matter. I don't know. Like chases and the whole thing is like super funny. It's like I always love the idea of just like somebody doing something on like a weird vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was this old video that I used to watch. There was a guy driving around on a Skyjack, and the cops coming over. He's like, "Can't have you driving around on a Skyjack." Look it up. It's funny. Dude lifts up. And he's like, "Come get me." So good.
I feel like I've seen that video.
I feel like I've sent it to you.
I feel like I've seen it. But moving on to our next and final story of the podcast. A California man sues a psychic who said that she could remove a witch's curse from his ex.
Do you think the psychic knew it was coming?
Huh?
This man about to sue me.
And he is asking for $25,000 in damages.
Did he pay that to the...
No, he did not.
Let the man read the story, bro.
So a California man is suing a Los Angeles psychic he paid for fraud because she allegedly claimed she could remove a witch's curse put on him by his ex-girlfriend for $5,100. Last month, Morrow found psychic Sophia website that billed her as a PhD life coach and psychic love coach, according to the city news service in Los Angeles. This made plaintiff more confident that he was speaking with a professional that could help him. The lawsuit filed on Friday stated, Adams gave Restipo a tarot reading when he visited her office and told,
Tarot.
Is it tarot?
Mm-hmm.
My bad. He gave a tarot reading when he visited her office and told him that he had mala suerte, or bad luck, put there by his ex-girlfriend when she hired a curse casting witch. So what do you guys think about that?
Talk about being petty.
Right. I feel like if you pay any amount over like $50 to a psychic, you get whatever's coming to you.
That's
so you deserved it.
Like this man deserved it. It's like if he's $5,000, man, to this witch because he had bad luck.
At least he believed he had bad luck.
That's...
To what extent do you believe a psychic?
I don't like that's a weird question for me to answer because like I don't, not at all.
But are you superstitious?
Not really. No.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Ghost is a weird one because I was just like
paranormal activities.
Yeah. See, that's
because that goes into a belief of superstition or of something else out there.
Yeah, something like with the afterlife and all of that gets kind of weird because it's like where does like your life energy kind of go and like that whole thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like that one I'm a little more open to, but for the most part I don't deal with this. You know what I mean? It's just like it's not something I really buy into.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
what about you, Vic? $5,000.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I believe more than what Trey does. But with the whole psychic thing, that is a little weird. I feel like there is a lot of, say even psychics were real, hypothetically, I feel like there's a lot of people who like try to say that they're psychic, but they're, like, even if they were real, they would just like scam people.
Yeah,
like,
most definitely.
Real.
Yeah.
So
I feel like the whole thing with the psychic is more of like a psychological thing, I guess, like, or like playing with people's minds.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying generic questions or general stuff that just it actually attaches to everybody in a certain type of way.
Yeah,
so
like
it's
vague
like,
statements.
Yeah, vague statements.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, that is me. You know, like the whole zodiac signs. Like
I didn't want to go in on it.
But like zodiac signs, I know a lot of people believe in the zodiacs, but honestly, if you read every zodiac sign, they all kind of fit you
right
in some type of way. Like,
it's like you can bend anything to apply to you if you look hard enough at it.
Honestly. And you know, I like the zodiacs. I feed into it a little bit, but not to the point where it's like, oh, I'm a Gemini, so my compass is Gemini.
Gemini class.
So it's like I'm a Gemini, so I act this way because of this. You know, some people like to.
No, Susan, you're just a bitch.
Yes, I was like, because there are also people who are like that, like where they try to. What am I trying to say? Like
they make excuses.
Yes, there's excuses for the actions based off of their horoscopes,
Hey.
and it's like obviously
Mercury has been in retrograde lately.
Okay.
Things been a little weird, bro.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
The most I get for superstitious, and this one's almost a joke in itself, is the whole gambler superstition. Is like don't go through a casino through the main entrance.
Okay.
Like you don't use the main door. It's like it's bad luck.
Gotcha.
I go with you all the time. You have bad luck.
That's true.
There's like one thing that I think I picked up from Vic that I hate that I picked up from him is that he doesn't like to cross poles.
Oh,
so,
yeah, you don't split the
they don't
poles?
split the poles. So now I have to like make sure I don't split poles now, and it's like I hate that I picked that up from him.
Because I remember back in my childhood, we split the pole once. Someone said, "Oh, we were like, whatever," and then later, like, bike.
He's like,
remember that?
Okay, our bikes got stolen all the time.
Oh,
Bikes got stolen just period. That happened to us too.
No, well. Is this the story where you
Nah,
do we go into this?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
It's okay.
But I thought you were gonna get like go a different route. I was like, is that when we got in that car accident coming back from the movies? Is that what that was?
oh, I remember that too.
But no, it was like most of my superstitions really do come from like a gambling thing. It's just like you change tables when the dealer changes. You get up.
Okay.
You just have gambling problems.
I
Sounds like it.
Well, you just have gambling issues. You just-
Game's a chance, man. It's fun.
Oh man. So you guys have anything else to add on this story?
Hmm?
Do you have anything else to add on the story?
Oh, I thought you said, have you seen the ads on this story? I was like, why are they funny? Like, no, like I really don't get at what point are you just like.
So you don't think this guy has like a chance at all on this lawsuit?
I don't know. I've seen some
I've
stupid
seen
ass
some lawsuits.
stupid ass lawsuits go through.
I think he has a chance.
Yeah, because he said he was like suffering from anxiety and sleepless nights, from like the emotional distress about like this whole thing.
Right.
Because his curse never went away.
Yeah.
I feel like his suit could actually like almost merit something, like whether you believe in the superstition or not.
Mhm.
Is like especially if he like starts going for like her misconduct or like she didn't do this or she didn't deliver what she promised, whether it's that or like any like emotional follow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just like at that point, what misconduct comes along with this service that you think you're getting, whether you believe in it or not.
Very true. And I feel like even with her, like, say for instance, she's like, but I did get rid of the curse. You know, you may just have something else going on. I didn't say I was going to get rid of everything.
It's like you had two curses.
You had two curses.
True.
I got rid of one of them. And it's like, to what extent do you be like, well, she's a professional. And
Another 5,000.
that would really suck.
I don't
Pay 5,000, you're trying to get 25,000 back,
I mean,
and then you got to pay the lawyer. He probably,
We
get
got-
his money back.
he might. It's like
I do agree
I've
with
seen-
like Troy's first statement about like if you're paying anything for this, then you kind of get what happens to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
So.
Well, if you feed into it, that's on you anyway.
right,
So.
there's a whole thing. It's just like if psychics were real, it's like you think they'd work out of like this little like strip mall, like little rundown shop. Like I feel like you make money. Is like if you can see the future, it's like you're set, man.
I know some people who are really into that, like tarot readings and stuff like that.
I don't know.
Hey, I sold some tarot cards on eBay once.
They probably sell.
Yeah, about the whole for like $2. Sold it for like 60.
Damn.
Oh my God.
And it's so quick too, bro.
Damn. Okay.
I'm gonna start buying tarot cards, just give them to you. It's like, hey, go sell these.
You should.
That's fucking crazy. man.
That's
Like,
crazy. I didn't think people like tarot cards that much.
Yeah, no, it's so quick too.
people are crazy, man. This is like you can see the things that sell. I'm gonna
Well,
stop saying crazy.
well, Troy thinks everybody's crazy in the motherfucker. So. But you guys have anything else?
Nope. We appreciate all you guys for listening.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for tuning in.
Shout out to our special guest.
Hey,
Troy,
happy to be here.
and we appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, coming out.
I'm happy to come out. I love listening to you guys. It's
Yeah,
always a lot
man.
of fun.
One thing I do want to say about Troy is like one of our biggest supporters. So like when you talk about somebody who comes and like listens to our podcast over and over and over again, if you guys ever notice on our YouTube videos, he's the first comment on there. He puts down the timestamps of everything
Except this last one. My
except
bad.
the last one. Well, he has it. He just hasn't put it down. But I do appreciate you for doing all that.
Yeah.
And just being very interactive and letting us know different tips and stuff we can take.
Yeah.
That stuff's really
I
helpful.
try, man. It's like really because like it's something that you just enjoy doing and you're having fun with.
Yeah.
So what's the problem in supporting that? Like it doesn't take up any more of my time. It doesn't take anything. It's just I like people like going after what they want, and a lot of that's like projection because like I'm like stuck just like, counting stuff at work.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you guys are like out and like doing something and having fun with it. So like, why not like see if you can turn that into something?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I really do.
Do my
It's
best.
just been really, really fun doing this. And as you guys know, this is 30th episode.
Hey,
So a little small milestone for us.
what up?
Shit, we're over half a year
I know,
doing
bro.
this. Over half a year.
Jesus, when you put it like that.
Yeah, and man, it's crazy. But man, it's been great though. So I'm enjoying it. But like I said, enjoy you guys checking us out, tuning in. If you have any closing remarks.
Yeah, going off that, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at nowhearmeout.kv.
KV.
Email us at nowhearmeout.kv
KV.
at gmail.com. And subscribe and like our YouTube at Chris and Vic parentheses NHMO.
Subscribe somewhere right here.
Yeah, it's gonna be down here.
It's gonna be right here.
It's gonna be down there. It should be like right in the bottom.
Leave us an Apple review.
5 stars.
Hey,
Follow me on TikTok at weirdvic_flips.
you ain't
Yeah,
gonna
you don't gotta do that.
And that's all I have to say. You got anything else?
Yes, follow me on Instagram, Beast Mode Chris. The E's are threes. That's Beast Mode Chris. The E's are threes. And I would say follow Troy on something, but he doesn't do social media. So if you see Troy around, just say hi.
What up? Although, if Corinne ever wants to start streaming gaming again, I'm there with him.
Yes,
So,
I'll probably get back to that eventually. When we're making some little moves here and there,
Right.
I'll let you know
you can
when
catch
I
some
get back to
Apex.
that.
What up?
Yep. See, you didn't talk about Apex when we were introducing
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
you. But this has been great. Appreciate you guys tuning in, like I said before, and catch you guys next time.
All right.
Peace.